This will be the best hour that you ever spent all day. So here is okay. So just this hack, this time hack, what I'm going to show you is what I call teleporting. And teleporting means I got to get from the page where I am to the next web page, but that requires everything in the middle is what's travel time. So I got to go. I got to open a Chrome. I got to go here. I got to type Notion.so. I got to wait for it to load, and then I got to go to my sidebar. All this is travel time, and then I gotta go down. I gotta find documents, and I'm like, okay, and I'm here. So that took what, 6 seconds, 7 seconds. That's travel time. That gets eliminated when you use this one tool called Alfred. So for example, I'm gonna close that, close that. If I summon Alfred, see that little black bar? That's Alfred. Say hi, Alfred. This little search bar. It allows you to search for any app, any file, any folder, any bookmark, anything that you want, even clipboard, history kind of thing. All is right here at your fingertips. So I say, hey, Alfred. I type the word DO, 2 keys, and Alfred says, hey, do you want to go to your bookmark called Notion Documents? And I'm like, yes, take me there. So I'm going to press enter, and it opens up Chrome, goes to that page, and takes me there. So what I'm showing is you have to go to a lot of websites to do a lot of work, and the time it takes you to travel to that website can be completely eliminated, and that is called teleporting, and that is what's done with Alfred, which one of my members just got. So we're going to put a link to the Alfred course because we have a full course on how to use Alfred right here. Here it is. Da, 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 da. I love the community because I could just share resources with members and be like, hey, here's the next thing that you need to level up. So we're just going to send a quick DM. All the magic happens in the DMs. Here's a course. Congrats on the new Mac. Alfred is your next goal. Alfred for Mac. Boom. And there, it's live. So, nope, you're amazing, Dara. I'm super grateful that you're following in the community. You're taking the tips, and you're going to be leveling up to growing your clinic. So we have a lot of members that are using AI in their business to grow. But I want to show you guys, for everyone watching right now, just starting off, where do you get started? Where should you start off when it comes to AI, so that you can stay up to date with AI, so that you're like, oh my God, I hope I'm not falling farther and farther behind. And this was a little presentation that I gave this morning. So I'm refining a new presentation, a new webinar, a new masterclass. So highly recommend for the next 30-45 minutes. This is what I'm going to talk about: how to make money with AI, top 5 AI tools you should know about, how to automate your work with custom GPTs, the #1 tool that's outperforming ChatGPT. Yes, if you're using ChatGPT, you're already behind. There's one super app that's out there, GenSpark, that does everything ChatGPT does and so much more. And then I'll do some demos along the way. Please ask your questions along the way as well too. I want to make sure that you guys get the most out of leveraging AI. Let's begin. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit just quick and easy. How to actually make money with AI. There's 3 options that you have. You either have an existing business where you're selling a product or service, and then you're going to use AI in your business to help you create more content, get more leads, automate your operations, your customer service, stuff like that. Those are all areas that you're going to leverage AI. The second thing is you may want to sell AI solutions, chatbots, voice agents, automations, custom AI avatars for content. There's many different AI solutions that you can sell to all sorts of different businesses. The next one is use AI in your career. If you want to keep your job and you want to get that promotion, the difference is going to be you using AI. And I'll break down what AI is. When I say AI, actually I have to show you the slide here. I have to show you this report. This is a report from HubSpot that came out, HubSpot last year. Mr. Gamify, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see everyone. Happy Sunday. Okay, this is a report. This is a year old, but still, the principle is the same. Okay, so HubSpot, when AI first came out, they're like, "Yo, startups, how are you guys using AI in your business?" And they're like, "Because we want to figure out and map it out." So in this whole report, I'm just going to scroll down to this main part right here, because this is your business or skill set of the future. When I say AI skills, I just want to define what does that mean. So that's going to be step one. So having AI skills, meaning that you are using a suite of anywhere from 5 to 10 different AI tools to get your job, your business, your profession, whatever that you do economically for work. That those 5 to 10 apps, that suite of tools, think of it like Microsoft Office. It's a suite of tools. You got PowerPoint, you've got Word, you've got slides. No, that's actually in Google, but you've got a collection of tools that help you do work. That's basically when I say having AI skills. That means not depending just on ChatGPT, not depending on just the free tools like Google Gemini, or worse, using inferior tools like Grok, thinking that you're going to get ahead, and it's actually the wrong tool for the wrong job. So the main first level one I want to talk about just real quick is that what's the difference between you and an AI enabled, because there's only going to be two people in the future. Let's be honest. It's either you're going to have AI skills and you're going to be ahead, or you don't have AI skills and you're going to find the job market get real difficult and really hard, especially with inflation. So that's why you need to invest now with your skills, because almost every week a whole industry goes out of business. Like, say for example, 11 Labs kills, what do they call them? Audio narrators, audiobooks. So if you're, say for example, a voice narrator for audiobooks, commercials and stuff like that, like, you're finding that you're getting less and less work because it's going towards tools like 11 Labs, or there's also Fish.audio, which is another one. So from graphics to whatever you want to create, I want to just encompass two ideas mainly. Idea number one is that you have to be up to date on the AI tool collection of tools that are relevant to your job. And then second, more importantly, is that you have to also what's the best way of putting it? You have to be using them, and using them in a way. So let's answer because they surveyed a bunch of startups and they're like, hey, sales department, marketing department, data department, what are you guys just using ChatGPT? Hey, Coach Jaja, hope you're having a blessed day. So then they ask these startups and they're like, hey, are you just using ChatGPT? And the startups are like, no, we're using 10 different tools from ClickUp, Jasper, ChatGPT, Otter. Now, this is a year old. There's much better tools now, but they're like, yo, we're using these AI tools. Thank you so much for all the likes. I appreciate you guys. They're like, yeah, each of our employees are using these 10 tools so that we can produce more work without having to hire overhead or additional labor, because we can automate and streamline. And what one person with AI tools can output far surpasses what a team manually can output. So I want to introduce you to what would you say are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the top 7 AI tools that you need to learn. Now, it's not going to be blanket for everyone. Not all the tools are going to be applicable. A lot of this is especially for entrepreneurs, but I need to show you that there's levels to the game, and you need to be comfortable being flexible with using the right AI tool for the right job. Because if you're not using the right AI tool for the right job, then someone's going to come in, outperform you, and then you're going to be like, why? I thought ChatGPT can do images and other stuff. It's like, no, we're actually far surpassed. We've actually outgrown ChatGPT, which is a super funny thing, for example. So, and I'm going to do some demos right now. These are the top tools that I would start looking at, and start getting comfortable with. There's many other tools, of course, that are out there, but these are at least being the most popular so that you can get more work done with less effort. So the first one that I'm going to go through is ChatGPT. So let's start off strong. I want you guys comfortable with you've all used ChatGPT, but what are custom GPTs? Put a number 1 in the chat if you use custom GPTs, a number 2 in the chat if you don't use custom GPTs. So number 1, you're like, yeah, John, I got a bunch of custom GPTs and they do my work. Or 2, John, I've never heard of a custom GPT. What is that? Tell me more. Put in a 1 and 2. You build them for a living. I like that, Source Cam. That is awesome. And 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay, cool. So let's go into some demos of what some custom GPTs can do to automate or streamline a lot of what your business does. Content is one of the biggest things. For example, you're like, oh man, John, I got to create content. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to say. I get on camera and I'm like, oh, I don't even know what should I be saying? What should I be doing? And it's like, I wish I had a custom GPT that can write my scripts for my content and even personalize it to the next level of making it top, middle, or bottom of funnel. So we can do some live examples. Real estate. So Carrie, welcome Carrie. You do real estate in Illinois and Florida. I'm going to do a real estate example in this. So, because I'm like, I could use it for mine, but it's no point for me. I want to show this a little dynamic. So, real agent, what is it? Just kind of curious. In Illinois and Florida. John relies on Grammarly. Grammarly is the best thing forever. Okay, cool. So we could pop in a very simple idea, such as real estate agent in Illinois and Florida. And what it's going to do, it's going to automatically output, zoom this out a little, it's automatically going to output scripts for content saying, hey, you've been lied to about what it takes to buy property in Florida. 78% of new buyers think they need 20% down. That's totally false. I'm going to show you how to buy with just 3% down, why you don't need perfect credit, and the biggest myth about buying out of state. So that's one piece of content. Already has the hooks, the profession, especially is designed for top, middle, and bottom of a funnel. So let's go middle of funnel. Do one here. This is why your dream home keeps slipping away and how to fix it. In hot markets like Florida, homes can go under contract in 48 hours. Here's why you need a dual state agent if you're relocating, how to speed up the decision making with clarity tools, and I will show you the number 1 app I make every client install. Comment the word tool and I'll DM you this. You're the next realtor. I appreciate it, Carrie. At the end of the day, it's a custom GPT. Oops. This custom GPT will write scripts for any niche, any piece of content. This is one of 10 GPTs that we have in the community. But this is where a custom GPT is being used to actually streamline your work. Because again, it will take me an hour to try and figure out one piece of script to have it optimized. But here, now the fun thing is, now that I'm talking about real estate, the algorithm is like, hey, send this to all the real estate agents. They need to learn how to use AI in their business. Well, welcome everyone. Brian, welcome to the chat. I am showing a custom GPT that will write all of your script for your social media content, specifically for top, middle, and bottom of the funnel. Like here's one, for example, we're just doing a real estate. It works for any industry, which is great. Let's go to the bottom of the funnel. Are you burned out? Oh, wait, so this one, sorry. Florida prices are rising again and you're running out of time. Prices in key zip codes are up 8% in the last 3 months. I'm going to show you which areas still have underpriced gems, the window of opportunity before fall, and how to get in now, even with low savings. DM me the word map and I'll show you the latest properties on the market. I'm in Illinois. How do we get this GPT? You can get this exact GPT by joining the AI community. We have 10 custom GPTs that are all built for members inside the community if they want something special, because we'll give you not only the course on how to actually build, because more importantly, I want you to understand how to build your own custom GPTs. That's the bigger thing. That's the more, again, if I were to say one of the number one skills you should have when it comes to AI skills is the ability to build your own custom GPTs. And we teach you how to do that in the community, plus how to actually protect and monetize your GPTs, because yes, people are selling their GPTs for hundreds of dollars to their ideal niche and they're making a lot of money, but you need to know how to protect them because there's GPT hackers out there. And lastly, oh, look at this. These are 10 custom GPTs that we've built specialties for members in the community. And the one that I've been demoing is right here, Viral Hook Generator GPT. I have a business coach that does social media content. I took his decades of experience, put it into a custom GPT, and now I have a custom GPT that writes viral hooks better than he does. And that's what I'm demoing right here. So I could do more examples. If you guys want to see another example of it, let me know. If not, I can move on to other demos. Sorry, shaking. There we go. But this is just the power of custom GPTs, how they're able to do so much for you to help streamline your business in there. Okay, now we're going to switch over to something a little more powerful than ChatGPT. Des says, this is amazing. Can you do email marketing studio? Yeah, let's do this. So email marketing studio. I don't know about studio, but email marketing for lead gen is a little better. Because I'm like, email marketing studio sounds like a tool, but at the end of the day, people want to do email marketing for lead generation to get more sales. So great question. So all I did was give it the niche, email marketing for lead generation. That's all I did. And now the GPT in 2 seconds, bing, done. How about content like this? You've been lied to about what it takes to grow an email list. You don't need lead magnets, tech funnels, or a fancy website. I'm going to show you my no freebie method that gets 30 signups a week. What most gurus overcomplicate. One sentence I use to turn followers into subscribers, and you want to save this before you next batch emails or send out emails. Then you got some middle of the funnel ones. This is why your email open rates suck and how to fix it. One sentence tweak increased mine from 14% to 43%. I'm going to show you in this video the subject line switch that boosts open rates, why your preview text matters more than you think, and the time of day that actually gets clicks. So DM the word open and I will send you my entire cheat sheet guide on how to get more leads with sales. My name is Jonathan Acuna. No, I'm just kidding. But you can see now these sound way more professional, way more. And we did this in seconds. Now I just whip out the phone, record the scripts, and now each one is tailored, especially to move leads through your funnel, because creating content is much more than just putting up a piece of video, for example, doing what I call post and hoping. This is where you're actually being intentional about your content, where you're like, now you're moving people closer to your circle, to your product or services. For example, here's something at the bottom of the funnel when they're ready to buy, to warm them up. One email, $2,850 in 24 hours. Here's how. This was from a list of just 238 people. I'm going to show you the exact call to action I used, how I positioned the offer, and a single sentence that created urgency. And it's all done. all there, and it will just regenerate a bunch of different versions from this. But the main takeaway here is that you should be using custom GPTs in your business for tasks that you have to do over and over and over again. You can see how you can customize a custom GPT to do a lot of things for you. So that's just one. We have courses on it, plus we have like 10 custom GPTs from there as well too. Now that is, if we look back at our charts, crazy good value in just one tool, and that's just one. I'm going to show you from here. We're probably not going to get to all of them, but I'm going to get through at least most of them. Is barely scratching the surface. So when people, again, they talk about AI, they want you fluent in about 5 to 10 different AI tools that are out there, and that means being comfortable switching between the right tool for the right job. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to get caught using one tool for everything, which you're going to get very poor performance. So the next tool, which you've never heard of, most people, is GenSpark. GenSpark makes ChatGPT obsolete. John, that sounds like a crazy statement. Are you telling me that GenSpark far surpasses ChatGPT? And I say, dare I say yes. Dare I say yes. So let me show you what is GenSpark and why it is 10 times better than ChatGPT. So if you guys are finding this valuable, just put a number 1 in the chat. Make sure you're taking notes, because I want you guys to be using custom GPTs and GenSpark right after this so that you're staying ahead of AI. Holly says yes. Chaka says yes. I love it. I love it. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so GenSpark. Deez is just, she's like, yo, I did not know what I stepped into. I thought it was just a nice relaxing Sunday, but you be dropping bombs that are going to make me more money and save more time over the next week, because I've been doing things the manual way. I'm going to show you guys the hack on how people are getting ahead using AI. So let's keep rocking. The next one is going to be GenSpark. Look at all the goodies GenSpark can do. I know I'm moving very fast, but let me kind of slow down. Why GenSpark is a different beast of a tool than just ChatGPT. Okay, so GenSpark, ChatGPT is fundamentally what's called a large language model. It just regurgitates text. That's all it could do. It does images, it could search the web, it could do some math. That's pretty much it. GenSpark has 9 different large language models, plus a suite of tools. And I'm talking about presentations, apps, podcasts, slides, deep research, scraping information, filling out Excel sheets, filling out documents, and so much more. That's where GenSpark far surpasses. So basically, it's a collection of large language. So you get a suite of little agents, plus you get tools that ChatGPT basically doesn't have, where you get a suite of tools that actually do work. For example, ChatGPT can't create a PowerPoint slide. It can't create an app. It can't create a podcast. It can't create a document. It can't do video. All of this GenSpark can do. So for the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you guys some demos of what GenSpark can do, so that you're going to be like, John, I did not know GenSpark was a thing. Thank you for introducing me. Now my coworkers think I have superpowers because they're coming to me for all of the work, and here I am using GenSpark. So this is our secret right here. I'm going to tell you my secret. Don't tell your coworkers or your boss that you're using GenSpark. They're going to just give you more work. They're going to be like, wait, how are you doing this? This is like black magic. And you're secretly going to know is GenSpark. But okay, so I digress. Okay, so let's go through some demos of why you're going to start using GenSpark. If I were to mainly think of it like an intern for my business, ChatGPT is like a high school intern. It's like, oh, that's cute, high school intern. Here's work I'm going to give you. GenSpark is university level. Hey, university level intern, here's what I'm going to give you for work to do for me. And different levels get different results. So let's start off with the first thing, that GenSpark can create Wikipedia articles. So this is a full deep dive into a topic such as is dentists using AI? I was working with a client and I need to scan the whole industry and market and see, are people in dentistry using AI? If so, what tools? Give me the whole history on it. Basically, give me a deep dive. G- GenSpark basically was like, yo, I got you a full table of contents Wikipedia article, scrape the entire web. Then it says, okay, those are the topics. Here is a Wikipedia style article that you can read about the whole thing so it doesn't hallucinate, which is a big thing. And then it says, you know what? You probably want to chat with your knowledge, chat with your file. You can ask it any question. What are best AI tools? How about we give you a chat bot so that you can actually chat with that document so that you can get the answers to your business or to your questions. Um, so all of this is in just one feature called a Spark page. And a Spark page is just this executive summary so that you could go deep into a topic that you want to learn about, especially for learning. That's one of the special features that GenSpark can do. The next thing is that it has the ability to create full applications. Yes, full applications. This is a full web app that's a task and project manager, and it's fully built and customized through using GenSpark. So this is great for mock-ups, for demos. If I want to create an application that does some special feature to help save me time, and just speak very easily to the software without having to do any of the code, then that's where GenSpark is going to build you an app to make you look professional. Catch My Vibe says, I love to use all this, but my company's policies has strict security and data privileges policies. Yes, that's the only downside, is that if you're an entrepreneur, run with these tools, because larger organizations do have caps there. They can't let their employees play with all the tools because, again, security, IP, intellectual property, all that fun stuff. So that's why the advantage is going to go to small businesses that can use these tools, adopt these skills, and move faster than large companies before they catch up. So you definitely want to move fast. So this is building apps using GenSpark, one feature. It's a full functional web app, all hosted, ready to play with, ready to go. The next one is to now where ChatGPT just gives you one image model and you can create images. GenSpark is $24, $25 a month, monthly subscription. And then here you get access to all the best image generation models. I'm talking Flux. I'm talking Dolly 3, which is ChatGPT, ByteDance, Gemini, and so much more. This is the image generation feature inside of GenSpark so that you could create images, but then you can compare them, like what is Flux look against Recraft, what is Dev1 looking compared against Pro, so that you could compare and contrast different models for different image generations, however you want. It's very powerful. And then you could turn those images into video. So you can take a image from here, for example, any image really, and you could turn them into an animated video. Now, the nice thing of what GenSpark does is that it actually just gives you access to the best tools: VO3, VO2, Seedance, Minimax, Kling, WAN, Runway, and I think it's Hailu that's also in here. So these, and then you can compare them. You could compare VO2 versus Kling. Kling's on the left, VO2 is on the right. You can see Luma is on the right. Pixverse is on the left. Now, for $25 a month on GenSpark, you get 10,000 tokens, and trust me, you're gonna push real hard to get those 10,000 tokens eliminated per se. Now, what I highly recommend and what I'm going to give you guys is this code right here. Let's take a screenshot of this code right here. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. If you sign up for GenSpark, that's my affiliate link. That will give you I think 1,000 extra tokens or credits. So all completely free when you sign up for GenSpark. Of course, it goes to support the channel, but there's a little affiliate code so that you can play with GenSpark, get some extra tokens. But it's, trust, you're not going to. It's going to be very hard for you actually to burn those tokens. Last ones, there are many other features that GenSpark does, but just highlighting the main things here. The last is the ability to create full presentations. Do you know how long it takes to create a full webinar presentation? Slides, text, research, all of that. Like, that's where GenSpark created this whole presentation with animations, matching my color scheme, everything in about 6 to 7 minutes. And it did all of it automatically. Because that, it saves me a ton of time. And these are presentations. I could download the PowerPoint, I could run them as a PDF, I could run them as an animation directly from here. So GenSpark has the ability to create presentation slides so that you can do it for webinars, masterclasses, topics, presentations, works, and you could create the slides in minutes instead of hours like it does using Gamma or Canva or any of those. So GenSpark, very powerful for presentations. Could save you a ton of time. That's, I'll leave you with just one other one. GenSpark has also the ability to do lead generation. So you can ask it to populate a spreadsheet with names, emails, phone numbers, emails, contact person of who your ideal client or avatar is, and it will go scrape the web, find that information, and then put it into a spreadsheet so that you can say like, hey, find me these LinkedIn profiles of these type of decision makers to actually that are perfect to sell my product or service to, and write an opening email to them. All that could be done in GenSpark, which is really wild. So those are just some of the features that you could do with GenSpark. GenSpark does so much more. I just want to introduce it because a lot of people, once you outgrow ChatGPT and custom GPTs, the next thing to move on to is GenSpark. I have a little time, so I want to do some honorable mentions. You definitely want to play with Midjourney if you want to get into AI video or AI photos. Midjourney is the gold standard when it comes to creating images or videos. And yes, Midjourney does do videos now, which is one of the biggest things. So take any of your images and animate them into 3 to 5 second, even 10-second animations and videos, so that you could turn anything that is in your imagination into reality. Next one is HeyGen. Whoa, is that a library? Wow, that looks really cool. Anyways, HeyGen. We all hate creating content because it takes a lot of time. You got to get ready, all of that fun stuff. Wouldn't it be nice if you had, can you go back to that list again? Yeah. Go ahead here and take a screenshot. There you go. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. Those are the main AI tools that you should start playing with because those are going to give you the most competitive advantage. So HeyGen is going to allow you to build an AI avatar clone of yourself so that you don't have to get on camera. And even your clone will also speak a different language. So this is me speaking Spanish, which I don't speak Spanish, but my AI avatar does. I did not get on camera. I did not read a script. I didn't even speak Spanish. All this was generated using AI. Necesitas estructura y una guía paso a paso, y eso es exactamente lo que obtienes dentro de la comunidad de IA. Todas las plantillas, entrenamientos y soporte por solo $1 durante 3. It's lip syncing AI. It's lip syncing the AI, which is super popular because that allows you to upload any video and then it will actually lip sync and match the words with what the person is actually talking about. Very, very powerful. So this is HeyGen, how to create AI avatars for your clone content so you don't have to get on camera. That is part of this list here. So that's HeyGen right down there. Take a screenshot. We did Midjourney. A quick, guys should be using Notion as a digital notebook. Just trust me when I say you're going to need Notion in order to play with any of the AI tools properly. Last two is 11 Labs. So 11 Labs allows you to create podcasts, voices, audiobooks, narrations. This is where you could create, I'll just pick anything. You can upload a podcast, a script, an audiobook in here. Select any type of voice, even your own voice, and it will read it word for word. See if it loads.
Long before the first pyramids rose, before writing carved its way into stone, stories were spoken under stars. From the deserts of Mesopotamia to the cliffs of Mali, too cultured.
So you can use it to create audiobooks, even audio versions of your newsletter, which would be super nice. Summaries, all of that. That's 11 Labs. That's the best one for creating voices for content. And it could even clone your own voice. So if you want your voice to say a podcast, it could just read the voice and synthesize your voice very quickly and easily, which makes it super nice. Last one's Gemini 2.5. So just because it's free, is probably the only one that I'll recommend that's free. There's Notebook LM, which is another one, but Google Gemini 2.5. This is a beast of a tool. They do give you an API, so you can actually connect your own AI tool to it for completely free. You just create an account, or you could just start using it to do something like generate high quality speech. I didn't even know it did this part. Generate speech. Let's see. Right now it's just slow.
Hello. We're excited to show you our native speech capabilities,
where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started.
So you can create your own podcast, dual speaker show. But the great thing about Gemini is that you could just dump a ton of text and information into it and just have it, because you could dump the equivalent of like 6 Harry Potter books in this little window right here for it to do some work with. So that's why Gemini is like a beast of a tool. Nice. So those are, I would say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 top 7 AI tools to get started with, to start learning so that you're up to date. Again, more people have left ChatGPT or now moving to GenSpark for their daily work. Then you've got Notion, which is your second brain for digital notebook. Midjourney creates images and videos. HeyGen does the video, so your AI avatar creates content. And then you've got 11 Labs to clone your voice for podcasts, for audiobooks. And then Google Gemini Pro, just because it's free and it's a beast of a tool. If you want a real workhorse large language model to do work, analyze things, then that's where Gemini 2.5 is really going to come in. Nice. So where can you learn any of this? You can learn this inside the AI community. It's the only link in the bio. And then I highly recommend, we have courses, live events, live classes, guest speakers. It's the best place to not only stay up to date with AI, but also network with other like-minded people so that you're actually getting there. Canva's in there, but if I were to give you like the top 7 that's going to help make you more money, Canva's not going to hit this list until a few more rows. Like, you can use these to get way more ahead. And then from there, there's more. Like, for example, we cover 24 different AI tools. Now, not all those AI tools are going to be for everyone per se, but that's where it's going to help keep you up to date with like what are the best AI tools that are out there. So speaking of which, my AI avatar doing pretty good, 800 views. This is completely AI.
Lied to about using AI to grow your YouTube channel.
That's my AI avatar.
July 15th, YouTube will demonetize what they're now calling AI slop, mass-produced, low-effort content flooding the platform. Save this if AI is part of your workflow. You'll need it. You've been lied to about using
So
AI.
I didn't have to get on camera. I didn't have to memorize a script. AI generated that video and posted it, which is super nice. So that's just one of the tools, HeyGen, that we teach you inside the AI community. So nice. Don't go another week. If you're not updating your AI skills, you're going to fall farther and farther behind. I'm Jonathan Acuna. I go live every day, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you're serious about taking AI to the next level, highly recommend joining the AI community. The link in bio. There's also a special discount for your first month as well too that I'm running, which is super nice. So from there, we have courses on the best 24 tools, all the way from ChatGPT to NAN to Lovable to custom GPTs, monetizing GPTs, video, and so much more. And then also we have a full GenSpark course and deep dive. So that's very, like, we have a ton of stuff in there. So really dope. Awesome. I will see you guys in the next episode, probably tomorrow. And if not, I'll definitely see you guys inside the AI community. So click the link in bio to join for the AI community and level up your AI skills. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye.